How about we start the podcast off with talking about? I'm fucking sick of podcasts, man. Bro, it's all we do anymore.
No,
Why is that? I mean, it is probably our most.
It's our groundwork.
This is like it's holding everything. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Flycast podcast. And this one is brought to you by Corduroys and CBD Sparkling Drink Center. I guess our podcasts do pretty good, but like, what other content do we got going on?
I mean, we got some stuff.
Trivia.
I saw there was a video. I think tomorrow we're doing.
Good tomorrow. Yeah.
Oh, are we?
Yeah. Which is.
Can we mention it?
I mean, who gives
say it.
a
Fuck
fuck?
it.
What, the chair dodgeball?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah.
We didn't do that at the hex quarters or anything.
See,
Was it
neither one of you guys went to
dodgeball?
the EVA thing, the virtual reality like esport.
Oh,
That
that
shit was kinda- yeah.
Mike's been doing.
We did one of those. That shit was
Oh,
kinda-
that thing.
See, Ray was in that video and he liked it so much that he got Mike and
Yeah.
Will.
They played
involved.
tournaments and shit.
Apparently, it's like huge in France and like,
Is it actually like cool?
dude, it's crazy.
Like, is it fun though?
Yes.
See, but he's probably like partnered with them low key.
That's what-
Like,
I
that's-
know, I
that's
know, you
just
gotta
always-
watch
always wanna-
I'm not playing fast shit. No. It's like you put it on and you literally run around. Are you selling
just
out?
plugging. Yes, I'm fucking selling out.
Welcome back to episode 71 of the Flycast, brought to you by the best beanbag in the damn business,
Corduroy.
Corduroys.
Corduroy. Yay.
You gotta get the go get yourself an optic one. Look how beautiful it is.
Wait, so that what are we talking about? What's it called? The Eva. So it is actually dope.
Yeah, so like it's a huge room.
Like
a
what?
warehouse.
First off, explain
It's a
from the.
huge room with nothing in it.
Mhm.
And you put on, and 4 people stand on that side, 4 people stand on this side, and you have goggles on,
Okay.
and you literally run around the map.
But like, obviously, you're not going to run into each other.
But I'm seeing Raid through my goggles.
Right. Yeah. And your teammates are silhouetted, so you won't run into them. And the other team is not silhouetted, so you can, but like you have to like pre-aim and look for them. But when you die, you have to walk back to spawn, and then everyone's a silhouette, so you don't run anybody on your way
Right.
back.
Okay.
But yeah, we played domination on that. It was like low key crazy.
Really?
Yeah, like it was low key like really cool.
What kind of like game types is it? Just Slayer?
Just domination right now, and that's why I was like, dude, somebody's got to throw a tournament. I was like, do you guys have search and destroy? And they were like, no. And I was like, you gotta get search because they make the game. Like,
Dude.
they're
That's
with
actually
the people that
fire.
make the
Search
game.
in real life.
Search in real life. Imagine a real life IRL search and destroy tournament, like against like esport, like the creators of different.
Like, is your
esports.
character moving how you move in real life too?
Yeah. And
Oh,
everybody
shit.
uses.
So can you like bunny hop, dolphin dive?
Yeah,
if
the
you
only
do
thing
that.
you can't do is you can't lay on the ground. You'll get like penalized, but you can like snake in real life. Dog, I was sweating bullets by the
Like, that's
first
what,
one.
bro. I already knew that was gonna be like that.
Yeah, no,
That's why I dodged.
they were-
low-key.
Is it really?
I forget
tired of
why I
sweating.
dodged. I remember. You're gonna be
Yeah.
sweating tomorrow with the dodgeball. Last time we played dodgeball, I got drilled in the fucking face by Seth.
Really?
Yeah.
The
But that was
standing one?
like
Oh,
the
I get-
trampoline dodgeball. So
Oh,
not
that
the
was
last
forever
the
ago.
8 dodgeballs ago.
that was so. long
that
ago.
was Chicago, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The trampoline one.
That was in Chicago.
Damn.
I got drilled in the. I feel like we just haven't done many videos like that. Like,
It's hard
we
now,
used
bro.
to.
Like low key, like is.
and then
really
it's like
hard
we'll
to
do them,
shit
and it's like
that.
they won't even like do that well.
Yeah, I think that's like the biggest thing is that like Raj made a thing when he came back from Thieves. He was like, "Yo, let's do like IRL stuff," and that's when we were doing like big ball. Remember the big ball like the rolly thing? It was like
Yeah.
Formal's first video back, and we did a bunch of stuff in the
Oh,
X quarters. But a lot of the times those videos just don't do. I mean, they don't do as well as podcasts.
Yeah,
So Hector
That's
was
weird,
like,
man.
Hector was
I
like,
don't-
"Yo, why are you making me sweaty, chalking my day, and then we're not getting as many views as if we just did a podcast?" And I'm like, "Well, yeah. I mean, it kind of makes sense, but I mean, I still think YouTube's just a lot different now.
Yeah, it is.
Than like back in the Scuff House days. We could just bro,
could
we
do
were-
anything.
We were
Anything.
uploading Like some of the smooth comps.
Anything.
Yeah.
I had Maniac booming. It's getting like 60, 70K. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, some of the scuff or some of the smooth comps like towards the end, even the early visions,
Plus
like
we had Pomage.
they're just like they're not that great, but everybody liked them.
With the early visions?
The early visions especially, but like
Damn,
the later
I might go
smooth
back.
comps.
That'd be fun to do on stream. Go back, watch the first vision ever.
It's watch the first vision and then watch the last process and compare them.
Yeah.
Everyone I mean, every time I'm at an event, people still gas me about vision, and I'm like, thank you. But I'm like, thank you. So like that means a lot. But also deep down in me, I'm like, dude, I must have brainwashed these guys.
But it was also
that was
like
just
the best of. That was like some of the best of times.
Yeah. Some of
Was
them
that
are
like the
just-
golden era?
I'd
that the
say
golden era of
I'd say
esports?
I'd say 60-50 is a golden era for you guys. But also like
I
that
didn't
was
really-
before I was in it like that. So like I was watching. Like I was in Walgreens like watching all of this
It's
shit.
so crazy because 60-50 feels like I was involved in everything. And 1, 2, 3, 5, it felt like we were in the house and everything was going on around us.
Yeah.
Like it feels
It's like stuff came to us.
yeah, like, I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of almost like
Well, it seemed like you guys were building everything in 60-50. So you guys would have to go do all this shit. Or you would have to do an upload like almost every day or at least once a week or something like that. And then when we got to the Scuff House, like that's when brands started coming to us. And like we started
actually had
doing
to do
stuff.
shit. We
And
didn't really do shit at 60-50. Or no, we did some fun
like
I was gonna
paintball, like,
ask-
what was it, loot crate videos and
Loot
stuff
crate
like that.
videos, Yeah.
I was gonna ask a lot of times when we have like a guest on, we'll sort of like not like an interview, but it'll kinda like I'm gonna be interviewing
Oh yeah.
a little bit,
All
but
right.
just so like because I don't even know. And you talk about like 60-50. I joined in I think January, February, March of 2015, and then like there were some videos. But I was also on the pro team, so it was more so like I was kind of just focused on that. But then they would pressure Hex's like low-key. Was he pressuring me to make videos? I can't really. I think he
He just wanted
was.
people to vlog back or
Back then it was gameplay, like in
Yeah,
60-50.
yeah.
Everybody was
You can upload
uploading.
any-
Like,
I can't remember if I was like uploading gameplay like that or
Halo
like.
5 wasn't like, or it was Halo H2A wasn't like, you can't upload that.
no. At first you came in, we're cooking and like on your health grind.
Yeah,
and just
I do
playing.
remember that. that
Health
that
grind.
yeah. Well, no, that felt.
Chicken, no seasoning.
I remember like I'd come out in the mornings to like cook or something, and Will's just like getting a coffee. Or I remember making a few cooking videos. I remember being decently. There's a picture because I shared the master bedroom with Crim 6,
Yeah.
and I remember there was a picture of me in that bathroom, and I was like kind of shredded, slightly. But I mean, quickly after that, I fucking fell off, and then yeah, the rest is history from there. But like going into that house, I don't know. It was like I think like moving into it, it was a whole different world of like being on my own. It was so exciting.
Dude.
Like what was that like for you? First off, what was your life like right before you moved in, and then when you moved in? Like what was the?
So before I moved in, I was literally like, I mean, bro, from what I remember, because that was 10 years ago. From what I remember, I would literally wake up. Let's just say I woke up at 1 p.m. Right? I would play the game all
Typical.
night till like 7 a.m. Go to sleep, wake up at 5, do the same thing again.
Yeah.
But I'm making sure I wake up before the 6 o'clock tournament.
Yeah.
That's usually when I
Oh
cook.
my
That makes sense.
You know
god!
what I'm
for
saying?
sure.
Like, because
You
I gotta
got
at
that.
least get in that. So
Yeah.
I gotta make sure I'm up every day, like same thing. And I would look. My mom would come home from work, cook, so I'd eat.
Would she
And
be
then the
pissed
next
off
time-
of how you're living?
She was disgusted. Everyone was disgusted.
Yeah, bro.
Like she'd cook. Obviously, they go to sleep, and the next time I would eat would be like right before she left for work, and I was like walking a quick check because I'm about to go to sleep in like an hour.
Yeah.
To Arizona as a sandwich, like just
Yeah.
straight bull. I was doing that every single day,
Yeah.
like literally every single day, like every single day, like nonstop, playing with the same people,
Yeah.
talking to the same. This is when this was probably like, what game was before Ghost? I'm having a brain fart.
Black Ops 2.
Black Ops 2. So this was probably like,
Modern Warfare 3.
were we still playing Black? I can't remember. I want to say this may have been like beginning of Ghost, maybe. This could have been like the beginning. but a little bit. I was definitely playing Black Ops 2. I know, but right before I joined.
Yeah.
So, yeah, bro, that's literally what I was like. I didn't do any. It's not like I was going to parties or anything.
When did you like?
My life was boring as hell.
When did you transfer, or when did you go from like S&D to Respawn? Everybody starts it.
So you started.
This is how I got into the pro
kid?
scene. Yeah, this is how I got into the pro scene. So I would play 2v2s, like tournaments in Black Ops 1, random shit.
Yeah.
With my boy Wario, my boys from Jersey. Like I'd go to locals with them and stuff, but I was an S&D star, but the only time I play Variant is at a local or something.
Okay.
And then one day I played a tournament. I beat Spacely. I beat him in a 2v2, and he hit me up like, "Yo, it said your bio's from Jersey. Are you from Jersey?" And then I'm like, "Yeah." We start. So that's how I met Spacely. And from there, I started playing with Spacely more. He was with FaZe and Nameless, so
yeah,
if one of them weren't on, I'd go in and play with them just to like fill in the scrim. So I started meeting more people.
That's a good way to get in. Bro.
And MW3, I want to say this was in like MW3, Black Ops 1, and then in MW3 I met Study.
Yeah.
First time I ever met Study.
New York.
Badass New York kid, fucking cursing in the mic, everything.
Dude, he's like, probably obnoxious.
What? Bro, he literally told, like, just when we had AIM.
Yeah.
So we're a tournament right after school. There's a tournament going on. So I'm, yo, Study. He's like, bro, I'm going to be late, but I'm on my way home. I lost first map, 1v2. So I'm losing full. I'm down 0-2 second map. Study joins the game. He's like, yo, let's go. We better win this shit, boys. We end up winning the tournament. We literally ended up winning the whole tournament. That's how I met Study. Like
from first round, down 0-1, down 0-2.
Yep. And then
1v2.
Gets on. He's like, I told you. But this is what he was, I can't tell you exactly what he was saying. But he was telling him, suck my ass. Oh my God. That's how I met
Is it
Study.
funny? Is it funny seeing Study up there in a suit?
Now
PR trained.
Yeah,
He's a
kid.
Yeah, that's great. I remember because Study was like Study was like the rambunctious like player.
Like he's gonna like
when I first started shooting shooting events and stuff. Like you always put the camera on Study.
Yeah,
like,
he's gonna tell you, oh my God,
yeah,
yes.
He's gonna get a 2-piece and stand up.
Yeah,
I love it when people stand up mid map, like mid respawn.
And let them know.
People don't do that anymore because the skill's too high. I think
you can't fuck around.
You can't do that anymore. But people used to do that all the time. Just mid map, stand up and yell at them. Mid respawn.
So yeah, you go from when do you start? Or I guess when was your first tournament?
My first ever like MLG, like not local, like actual MLG.
Yeah.
Columbus of Ghosts. Or no, I'm lying. I'm capping. Black Ops 2 MLG Anaheim.
What year was that?
I'm capping
again.
Dallas.
You don't remember your first event?
Dallas.
I remember it's like
Black Ops
yesterday.
2 Dallas. I played top 8. I lost round 1
to top 8 first tournament.
I lost round 1 to Doug's team. We played them round 1. They were called this when they had the little construction vest on.
Yeah, it's Keemstar's team.
Reflectors and shit.
Really?
Yeah, it was Keemstar's team. He didn't give them jerseys. He gave them construction reflector stuff.
Oh my God. Round 1 won 19 matches straight and beat Fear for top 8.
Damn.
Me, Methods, Fluff, and Lawless.
Damn, you team with Methods?
Yep.
Bro, and what year was this?
Black Ops 2 is 2012.
Yeah.
And then 11 years later, it's like you're on a fucking org. It's almost like me and Formal. We teamed. I remember we teamed in like 2011.
Shit was just destiny.
And fucking like now, dude, it's crazy what Formal.
But Methods was so different back in the day. He was like, he had such an ego, and he was just like,
really.
But he had like, bro, this guy cared about his friends list so much.
Oh,
dude, I miss caring. It was a kind of a flex.
Yeah, it was.
Like when
my shit said Fear, Assassin, Moho. Yeah. Loaded.
Yeah.
One time we played at GB, we matched up against Envy, and I was like, "There's no way this is the real Envy." And then I checked 4-place friends list, and I was like, "Oh my God, bro."
Could you check other people?
Yo, Nate.
Yeah, if they have it open.
Damn, I forgot about that.
My first tournament I ever won, the GB, was with Fearless Envy.
Yeah.
I remember that. This was my first tournament I ever won. I won like $240.
What did you think you were gonna place in at your first event? Like, were you already around for like years online? Like doing good in like S&D tournaments and stuff? Like, did people know of your name, or were you just like a random?
Yeah, they knew me. Like I was in the, put it this way, I had more like clout than like good teammates. So like everyone knew me, but like I was playing with like just like pretty, like they're good, but like they're not pros. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then after the Dallas event, I think it was Champs right after that. Yeah, that was the qualified, and then Champs, that's the one Killa, Mir, and them won. Yeah. And then after that, was Anaheim. And then we played with Saints at Champs instead of Methods. And we placed like 9th through 10th, like one before the money. And then like after as soon as we lost, like during that time, like I didn't talk to everybody, but like we all knew each other. So like after our loss, like Big T and Nate like come up to me after, like, good try, Bows. And I'm like, I didn't even know y'all knew. Like, I don't give a fuck.
Damn.
That's
but
crazy.
This is one thing I remember from that weekend, and it hits so hard every time. There's like literally 30 of us COD players, like some just meeting for the first time, some first event, and we're walking through fucking Beverly Hills mansions, like we're walking through the neighborhood, and like we're all just chilling and we're talking like, damn, like there's some, I think Nameless said it, he's like, yo, someone in this group right now is going to be 100K richer by the end of the weekend. And we're all just thinking like, damn.
Yeah, that puts it in
Killa, Mir, and Haggy. That shit was crazy.
That puts it into perspective. Yeah,
like and nobody, none of us in that group had.
That was like my favorite time to watch COD.
No, absolutely not.
Like if something went wrong out there, we were fucked.
There were 2 people that had paper in the whole industry.
It's crazy how broke I was going. Like, I don't even understand how I was like, I don't even remember how I was like making it to events. Like,
neither do I. I was thinking that the other day. I'm like, bro, I was on a flight. Like, how did I like pay for my bags?
Like, get a taxi or
how did I
don't even know if there was Uber back then.
No, I don't think there was. No, there wasn't.
Like, was I getting a taxi at like 17 going to events? Just like, then I'm just like praying for a top 8 finish to get like, if you get top 8, it's like $500 each, and it's just like that fucking. I remember getting top like 3,
$500 each, and your flight $750,
bro. Yeah, like, bro.
Go down on the weekend.
Like, what?
Fucking, I would get 3rd, and I think that was $2K each. And I remember just being like, damn, like that'll last me a few months. Like, it's just crazy.
I forgot what tournament I had that feeling. I actually remember. So in the beginning of Black Ops 2, it was me, Sharp. We were called Team Moho, but we won like 7 of the kickoff tournaments in a row. Me, Ricky, Sharp, and someone else. So like throughout that whole time, when we used to get paid through Dawala, it's like a fucking, you know how Optic uses a program to whatever. So I remember like transferring all my money to my bank and then going to Chase at the time, and then I was like, I'm coming out of the bank, I look at my receipt and it said like $1,250. I'm like, holy shit. Like I have $1,000
loaded.
This is crazy, bro.
That
like
happened to me.
I remember just like walking thinking, I'm like, walking home, like, anyone want to go to Quick Check? I gotcha.
Bro, I remember I was 18, I think, when I won 2009 Nats. So, and then that 25K check hit. I thought I was like, I'm buying weed for all my friends. Like anything they want, like I'll fucking like give them the money for beer. Just like let me get some. I felt, and then that shit went so quick.
Mine, when I moved to the Optic House, I think I had like $4,000 in my bank account, 4 to 7K.
Dude, I wonder what I had.
Dog,
I don't think I was in my.
I had $750.
I probably had somewhere about around that.
Yeah, and the only reason I did is because my mom paid my rent the month before, which was $400. So like she spared me.
Yeah.
And like I would only have, I drove up to the Scuff House with $750.
My mom might have gave me like $1,000 for moving. I can't remember, but it was just like
something.
Yeah, like because I don't even remember like, I mean, but even by then I think I was like 23 or something when I joined Optic, and like I was still competing as a pro, but I'm working like 30 hours a week as stocking groceries, and these checks are fucking
dog
shit.
Dude, my schedule would be like work 6 hours or something a few days a week, and then I'd get home, scrim. I remember I got into a habit of like drinking like 2 beers or something every single night. Like it was just like a shit. Not even that shit of a life, actually. Now that I truly think about it, like it wasn't like going to work and just like getting out of the house and then coming. Like I felt productive, sort of, but I was still fucking broke as shit.
See, I never felt that way.
I would get like a $600 check my check would, I think, come every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It'd be like 300 to 400,
350. Yeah.
and I would just like dude, it's just crazy. I remember my manager told me like how much he made, and it would be like, I'm trying to think how much.
Not
maybe like 20 or something K salary, and I'm just like, what? you got like 3K a month or like 3K a month or something to just spend on, or like 2K a month to just spend on whatever. And I was just like, I don't even know how I moved into the Optic House, and I want to know what it was like for you to move into the Optic House, but it's just like I was so broke. I think I was still being like cheap and had to like look at my money, and that was for a long time.
What do you call it?
How did you like join Optic? How did you?
How I joined? I'll check. I think I might have the DM from Hector still. So like right before it was UMG Philly. That was actually the event I found out what Uber was. I went to go eat with Nade, Hex, Ricky. So when Ricky was on Optic, so like me and Ricky were always best friends. So like,
oh, this is Philly. Philly.
Philly.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's my first event.
We went to the diner. We were eating and shit. It was the first time I ever found out what Uber was because Hex was calling them.
Yeah.
So
you're like, what? This car comes and picks us up.
I'm like, fuck. SUV like driver in a suit, like crazy. So like that's when I already knew Nade from MW3 and shit, but like we were cool, but like we weren't like couldn't just call them like now, but so we were eating and shit, but like during that time, like bro, I would get on a team, get them their best placing, and they would drop me. And it didn't make sense to me. Like, I would do it repeatedly.
Your personality?
It couldn't have been. I was doing repeatedly, like 3-4 teams in a row. And then it got to a point where Hector would always hit me up like, yo, that's fucked up, yo, what they're doing.
How did Hex know you like that?
Because Nade shot.
How did Nade know you like that?
From MW3 and with Nex.
Like you'd like play with them and stuff?
We were on a team in MW3, me, Nade, and Nex called EIO.
Then what, team. Like Nade would play with you every now and then? Or
every day. We would play. Literally every single day.
So you guys became like
EIO.
Really good friends? But not like to where you'd call them?
Well, like it was AIM then. So like it was like...
You just know that when you sit down at your computer, Nade's at his fucking computer too, and you guys are gonna
hop in like Xbox Live party chat,
shit like that. So wait, what was I just talking about? Fucking Hex would hit me up and shit, and then I forget who joined. It was about to be champs for Ghost. I forget what team they had, but I was about to join FaZe with JCap, Replays. I think Proofy. I could be wrong. I don't remember who was on that team.
Yeah.
But a spot opened up with Optic with Clay and Nade because Scump and someone else left, and then or they dropped somebody. So I joined with them. We were gonna pick up Dito. Dito was cool. He was like good, but like he's not Scump good. You feel me? Like he was good. Dito was nice.
Back in the day, Dito was like the best. He was like the best. One of the best.
He was
ARs.
like he's like the.
I remember. That's like when I started diving into COD.
Really?
Yeah.
Like Proof, it was
like he was like a good AR, right?
Proof, Stainville, Dito, and like I think like Big T was probably in that.
This is like there was beginning of Ghost.
Some people that were like
Black Ops 2-ish,
MW3 through Ghost, kind of.
All that whole.
I remember him being pretty good in like Ghost or like, I remember the name.
Fucking and then.
So it's you, Nade,
and Clay, and we're scrimming with Dito.
How did?
I wasn't at the house yet.
How did Nade and Clay approach you to join? And were you like, what the fuck?
Nah, because at that time, I like...
Or were you like,
my bells weren't going to where, like... In my mind, I'm thinking, if we don't get Scump, we're going to lose. That's what I was thinking.
Really?
That's literally what I was thinking the whole time. Like, I'm in my back of my mind, I'm thinking, as soon as Nade said, yo, Scump wants to join, but he's like, I just don't think it's I immediately said...
Shut the fuck up.
You guys got to drop beef. Like, I think it's the best thing possible. We ended up picking up Scump, and then that's when that was like the first week of me going to the house.
What did you guys place?
At champs.
Or let's build up
Ghost?
to it.
Ghost top
Third?
3. Yeah, top 3.
The top 3.
So, damn, were you hype to join that team? Were you not?
Nah, because
that,
like my belt
was Nade's name that big that
Like,
back then
yes,
to where
yes.
it would be like
when I uploaded my video, I got like 60 to 100K views.
fuck, just for being Nade's
My
boy.
first day joining Optic, I had 13,000 viewers.
Damn.
First day.
That shit is crazy.
So Nade was okay. Yeah, so this is the wave I talk about missing. Like, and I was in Halo, so it's like people didn't really give a fuck.
Right.
But yeah, there's this like wave that I miss before Optic. Nade, Glacier, you Scump. So Scump didn't want to join because him and Nade had beef.
Yeah, him and Nade were beefing, but we played them in a 2K series before champs and shit on them like bad. And it only made sense, like Scump, you might as well come back, dog.
Yeah,
You're better
right.
than y'all. You made a mistake. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I guess I don't know who he hit up, but like it came up, and I was like everyone just.
So you joined the team, like you're talking to them at home. How do they like ask you to or tell you to come out? Or like did they tell you to move out?
Well,
come
we were
visit?
like talking the court. They're like asking me what I think about Dito and shit. Like they basically like I was there and I'm thinking the whole time like, okay, it's still a possibility I might join. But then they told me like, no, you're on the team. Like we need a 4th. So I'm like, okay. And then they were like talking about when we're gonna announce and shit. As soon as like, so I think no, I wasn't at the house yet. We were figuring out. We played online a little bit, and I want to say like. Probably like a week after us getting Scump back, or no, I think Scump joined at the house. I was already there. I think I was at the house for like maybe like 2 weeks or so, and then Scump came back. We like would scrim and shit. It was just me and Nade at the crib though, and then Clay.
Were you guys
came
playing
actually
beside
for a
each
little
other?
bit. Yeah, Clay came for a little bit before champs.
So y'all were all 4 of y'all
I don't
like
think
in the
all
same
4 of us
room
ever were
playing together?
Ever in the same room? No, I don't think Scump came. It was me, Clay, and Nade though at one point in the same room.
So they asked you to join. You guys eventually convinced Scump. Then who tells you to move into the house? Or is it move in or is it visit?
Well, it was crazy because at the time I was dating a girl that lived in Chicago. I lived in Jersey, like online shit.
Yeah.
So when we went
Whatever
to Philly,
we could get.
Yeah. I went to Philly. I went to Philly, right? And then she flew there, like in a snowstorm. Her flight was delayed and shit. And then we got stuck there after. So I stayed in Philly after too. And then after that, like obviously I knew she lived in Chicago and shit. So as soon as like they hit me up, I'm like, finally, like it's like fucking working. Like I'm really about to move to Chicago and my girl lives there.
Your girl
like,
lives there. You're living in a house. You're playing games all
So
day.
yeah, like the
Yeah.
life.
Wait,
So
That's all you wanted.
yeah, like I landed
who asked you to move there?
Hex
Okay.
and like Nate and all
And
that.
was it move or visit?
It was visit and never go home. I
Okay.
visited and never went home.
Yeah. Literally. to this fucking.
I literally
ain't been
visited
back.
and shit. It was like a minute before I went home.
So you join, you get into the house. What's like
First day I walk in all right, so I land.
what's it like walking in?
My girl picks me up.
Because I was underwhelmed,
We
and I'll tell
drove the
my
wrong
version
way
of it.
towards downtown, and I'm like, we fucking choked.
Yeah, you know you're not downtown. Like,
Yeah.
still say Chicago though,
Yeah.
but we're about 55 minutes that way.
So we drove to Hoffman Estates and shit. I walk in, and then Hex walked up to me. I'm like, "What's good, Hex?" And then I see Nate at the top of the stairs. He's like, we're like chatting shit, and he's like, "Yeah, if you want to go to the basement, that's where we got that stanky weed at." And then Hex got pissed.
No
Hex
way.
got so mad. Hex
Really?
got so mad. He turned around like he got pissed as fuck.
It was so like undercover back then.
Yes.
Yeah.
You couldn't say.
Dude,
you
Scump. I
couldn't
remember
even smoke
Scump smoked a cigarette one time, and it was like on camera or something, and everyone freaked the fuck out.
Yeah.
Really?
I had
Yeah,
to-
like calling him like a bad role model and all this other shit. Like
It's
you couldn't
insane.
talk about weed. You couldn't say you smoked. You
couldn't talk
couldn't
about
smoke
cigarettes.
cigarettes.
I don't even think you could really drink. Like, were y'all drinking and putting it on camera or anything? No. Like, well, you at the
Well, yeah,
Maybe
I
you
wasn't
did,
old
maybe.
enough until 1, 2, 3, 5.
yeah,
But I was still
Dude.
going out though.
yeah,
Think ID life.
yeah. I remember you got it took a couple of times. Go get like $40, $60 out the
Here,
ATM.
idiot.
Like All right, so you walk into the house, boom, nade, weed, basement. Nade shot's already getting yelled at. Where do you go up to that room that you stayed in the whole time?
Yeah.
That's where you're sleeping?
No, because Big T moved downstairs. So I was able to just...
Why did Big T get the master instead of, like, Nade?
I don't know.
Longevity, right? That's always how Hector was. Whoever's been in Optic the longest.
Oh, yeah. So whoever's been Optic the
room.
longest, like, you prioritize other people. Like, at that time.
Big T.
So, like, for instance, I always think about that. I don't know why. But, for instance, like, let's just say a sponsor was like, all right, we're going to give you guys $20K. First, it goes through Hex, then it goes through Nade, then it goes through Skull.
Yeah.
Then you get the trickle down effect. You might see
and then you get $75.
Something like $350.
Yeah.
But I mean, back then everything was booming though, like booming, like Twitch,
booming.
YouTube. Like I'm making like
MLG,
minimum,
right?
like $7,000 in YouTube. I'm making MLG like another 7,500. Like
I never got that experience.
Plus like tournament. I remember. I mean, when that 30K hit, that's when it got
30K. What 30K?
From champs. That's when it got real. I was literally driving. Like, all right, you remember the Chipotle where it's at? In Hoffman Estates, like 6050.
Yeah.
It's like Chipotle. The Jersey Mike's is right there. Is it Jersey Mike's? Or Great Clips right next to it? Yeah, right by the Target.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
It's
Like the
Chipotle.
Target's here, but this shit's like over here.
Yeah. So I'm like on that road, like driving out from Chipotle. And then my mom already told me the check came and shit. So I was just like, I would like randomly sign in my account to check. And then I checked that day and it said like 38 grand.
Damn.
Like, but at that time, in my mind, I only had like 8 grand. Like, I would not let that shit drop under 30. So.
Yeah, dude. I was the same way.
I wish. Yeah, I wish.
No, I couldn't let that go under 30, dog.
Yeah.
I would do anything to not let that go under 30.
You're at 31. You're like, nah,
I'm fucking up.
I gotta pack my lunch or some shit.
Oh God.
So you move in. You're scrimming. Scrim's going well. Everything.
Yeah, we were like top 3 team in the game. Like, I mean, like
Wait,
through that
what game was this?
Ghost.
Okay.
And I like
very beginning of Ghost.
And in Black Ops 2, I was on Unite, and we beat Complexity to, like, they were on the tournament win streak. We knocked them off.
Really?
They're the only
Crim,
team.
Clay.
That's the only team to like beat Complexity.
Damn. Wait, Complexity was who was it?
Crim, Clay, and
TP.
Yeah.
Damn.
And then the next person to beat them was Doug Sensor fucking Martin.
That's. I need him to sit down here.
That
get a fucking interview or whatever with him.
Figure out what's going on.
That guy has a fucking crazy.
That is the craziest.
All right,
story.
move in. Scrim's going well. When's y'all's? How long? Or I guess like I don't. How long you in there till your first like tournament?
Probably like a month.
And like, actually, what else is going on?
Oh,
do you have to start making YouTube videos? Or you just banging out gameplays?
So yeah, I'm like doing gameplays and shit. But like the first like few days I got there, I the first. I can't remember, but we were doing like some stream, and this is when Mike came. And it was the first time I ever smoked too.
Was he your coach?
No, he was supposed to be like a fitness coach or like some shit they were doing. I can't remember. But then Mike came. He like walked in the room to do the stream. He's like, "Yo, you know where they put the weed at?" Like, I don't fucking know, Mike. I'm not a pothead. Like,
were you not a pothead back then?
No, I only smoked like once in my life before ever. But then that night, me and Mike, that was the start of like the bows.
Yeah,
fucking
Mike was my starter too. I had never smoked, and then
really,
dude, those were the best. I don't like. I hate to put people's business out there, but those were the best fucking times like of my life. Like sitting in the basement, me, Proof, Big T, Mike, Will, just like all of us bullshitting, like made up, going into a panic attack every fucking time.
Yeah.
Like fucking Jordan and Mike arguing. Like those are great ass.
I wish I could have been a part of that, but when I joined, like I was kind of like I was
quit.
against weed.
Yeah, because I was. You'd roll it for us, remember?
Yeah.
I'd be like, "Yo, Nick, could you roll me?"
I'm like, trust me, I used to smoke. I'm cool too. I used to smoke, but now I just freak the fuck out every single time I smoke.
Nah, but fucking yeah, like we joined. I mean, it was like a month before we had the COD champ shit, and then we had we placed 3rd there. I remember right after that.
Disappointed in the placement? Or like,
No, because we could have won.
yeah.
If we would have beat Complexity, we were gonna win that tournament, and that would have changed the trajectory of a lot of shit. We win that tournament. I don't know what happened after that, but I know it's crazy, straight up. That would have been crazy. But fucking, randomly after that tournament, not randomly, but like, so during that time, like if Hex would text me while I'm not there, I would instantly get a pit in my stomach. Like, why the fuck is Hex texting me?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Don't text me.
That's
while
how
I'm
it used to be.
bro.
I mean, it kind of
Like,
low key
for real.
still is like that.
Wait, so you would visit home and he'd text you?
Or no, like my girl's crib, she lived like 30 minutes away. So I'd leave and he'd like so one day he texted me like, yo, where you at?
Hex
And I'm
texts are
thinking in
like,
my
yeah, they are
mind-
kind of like that.
I'm thinking in my mind, like,
What's he
I'm
thinking?
weighing all my options out, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, for one, why do you care where the fuck I'm at? For two, we're not like scrimming or anything. Like my team knows what I'm doing.
Yeah.
This Flycast is also brought to you by Center CBD Sparkling Drink. Center offers all natural hemp-derived CBD beverages with premium ingredients to help you find clarity and focus in everyday life. Products include CBD sparkling water, ready-to-mix CBD drink powders, and more. Center is perfect for any time of day and focused on providing healthy ways to relax, focus, and find clarity. Take a sip, take a moment, and find your center. By the way, I was drinking this. I don't know if I was drinking it during the podcast, but what I drank today after leg day was CBD's Recover powder that you can mix into water. Been sipping this, sipping the CBD all stream. Back to the podcast.
So he's like, and he texts me again, yo, you coming? And I'm like, this is sketchy. So then I get there. It's Hex opens up the door. He's like, yo, it's good. I'm like, yeah, this motherfucker's being mad weird. Like, he's like, I gotta talk to you, man. I'm like, I already know it's gonna happen, bro.
This is after champs.
Yeah, this is after champs. So they're like telling me, he's like, yeah, I forgot how they said it, but he's like, we're gonna make a roster change, and we're gonna have to let you go. And then I think Nate told me, and then Hex started laughing at me. He's like, and I'm like, what?
Hex is a sick fuck.
I'm
sometimes.
like, in my mind, I'm like,
there's been multiple times where we're like, dude, like,
I'm
I,
like-
not necessarily about shit like that, but it's just like, no, not right now.
Yeah.
I'm like thinking in my mind, like,
Yeah, like,
Is there a
like
video?
let me guess, I don't got no paper, nothing, and y'all rich just laughing at me.
yeah.
So, but then he told me that, and then he's like, but we still want you to stay a part of the team. But I'm thinking in my mind, like, if I'm not playing for the team, what the fuck am I gonna do?
Yeah.
But he's like, I want you to bring back Optic Nation. And I'm like, but you're gonna be the captain. And I'm like, this could work.
Yeah.
Like, this could work.
You're
bro.
like, thank fuck.
Okay. I'm like, he's like, you don't have to move or anything. We want you to stay. Like, we love you.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right. But at that time, I'm still questioning them. I'm like, in the back of my mind, I'm like, you could be saying that, motherfucker,
Yeah.
but in 2 weeks, I
That's
might
true.
be out of here. Like, I
That's
don't
good
know.
that you thought
Yeah.
that, because I never thought that.
Like, bro,
when
that
I
pit
got into that
got-
scuff house, I think I was delusional that I would always be there.
Oh,
And luckily, I mean, it worked out. But like,
I got to points where it's like I didn't care.
if
Like,
you
I
got
was
kicked
like,
out,
I don't give a fuck.
Really?
Fuck, like, I was just like, there
I
would
got-
be times where I would like be so depressed and shit that I just like didn't care. I would think like I have
remember
this,
depressed
but
at
it's like I'm
60-50.
still not happy. Like what?
I
Like
wasn't
what's the worst
depressed at
that can happen? I go
60-50.
home.
I never got depressed at 1, 2, 3, 5. But when I got to 4800 printers,
yeah.
oh god,
Yeah.
Frisco,
Dog,
that's
that
when I
shit-
started
that's-
experiencing
I
was
think
depression.
you just need
2018.
people
Depression,
around
bro.
you.
No, bro. Like that was bad. Not even no. What the first I used to I'm not gonna lie. Like I had a pretty like decent life, so like I was kind of like naive to like I guess you could say mental health and shit like
Yeah.
that. So I like would feel like little starts of it at fucking the jailhouse we lived in over there. Like I was like, damn.
Emerson.
The Emerson?
Like, yeah,
Yeah.
but I was like, I would like start to feel it there, and then like when we moved to the Plano house, I like started feeling better.
Mhm.
Like, all right, we're all back
Yeah,
together.
that was fun for a little bit.
I think I was just like I don't know. I was just so used to being with people.
For sure. Yeah, that
Like,
was
And then
my thing.
when I
too.
got a girlfriend, like my second relationship, the girl that you guys knew that would come over and shit.
Yeah.
Like that was, but after that, like when that shit ended and I was living by myself still,
Yeah,
cuckoo, bro.
you'll go crazy.
I started going crazy. No cap. Like literally crazy. Like like I knew I was going crazy when I would wake up, go on my phone, see someone like on a Tuesday out at the or like not even out at the club, like someone just say something about anything regarding like being sad or anything, and it would fuck my day up.
Yeah,
Like what someone else was going through would fuck my day up. So then I like went through like, I would say the worst time of my fucking life would probably be like when I lived by our old house in those apartments right there.
like 2020.
Yeah, I would say like from that
yeah.
apartment to like when I first moved downtown was like the worst. I don't even know why I moved downtown. Like I was just doing
Just
shit.
cooler.
Yeah, I was just doing shit. Like
I feel like we didn't. For a while, it was like, well, I guess y'all didn't really see me. I didn't see really any of y'all. But I guess you kind of disappeared
like,
for a little bit.
These are like Huntsman days, like
Yeah.
pre-Huntsman days.
Yeah, so I was
like we didn't have an org.
Yeah.
That was shit was.
Yeah,
What were you doing during those days?
What was I doing? Going fucking insane. Literally,
like doing what though? Like sitting around, or were you just
like,
you drive around all day?
Sometimes sometimes I'd be up till like 4 a.m. just driving around, just driving, like thinking, like was this shit all worth it? Like, bro, like thinking about like a whole lot of shit, like no college, like no high school parties, like no doing cool shit with my friend. I didn't get to do any of that. So like when I think back on it,
I am
like,
jealous of that.
Oh man, like did I fucking choke? Like
yeah,
did I sacrifice good shit for a great life? Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Like nobody was really playing COD then. It was World War II was out, so like no one was streaming it.
Yeah,
like I was just thinking the whole time, like, did I make the right sacrifices? Like,
and you look back and you think like, God, I could have did this, could have did that, should have did this more, should have did that.
Yep.
Whole bunch of
just like thinking like, fuck, like I went wrong here. Like,
but yeah,
it's funny because like when you're in your element, you like that's when you like thrive. That's why you're so good on the watch parties, because you're just like you're just sitting there vibing. You get to talk about COD, you get to talk shit a little bit and like hang out. Like that's the most comfortable I've seen you in videos in a long time,
dude. That I'm telling you, like
those loves COD.
Yeah, that's like those. But the thing is though, like during those times, like everybody was like pretty much separated.
Yeah.
So like. Everyone was literally doing their own thing at one point. So it's kind of like,
I thought I was.
When am I going to reach out to someone like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's just like,
and it's like, what are you going to reach out and
like,
say?
What am I going to cry on my knees to you?
Or like, I don't know. It's just like, what is there to even
say? Like,
hey, I'm sad. And then they come back. Oh, let's go hang out.
Like,
and then it's like, cool. You go hang out. And it's like, all right.
And I go back home by myself and my thoughts eat me alive again.
Anyways, what were you talking about? You're sad and shit.
So yeah, I mean, fucking depressed.
I wonder what, because when we made the move, we all sort of, I think, fell into that.
In 2018?
Why do you think
2018, I was dealing with like the Infinite shit. And it hit me, I knew shit was chalked before you guys did. You guys would come in for content and I would be like these guys don't know like what's going on. So like I fell into that. And I was also like,
I knew shit was I knew the shit was fucked when like people, like this is when I knew it was fucked. Like people started first of all, who are you and why are you hiding the give me the give it to me. Like this isn't going to you,
bro. We would walk in the office and everyone like has new merch on, and we're just like, when do we get this shit?
I will never forget the GGEA jumpsuits. They made thousands of jumpsuits, and the head of GGEA or one of the employees, I don't mean to blow up his spot, but he was just walking around the office full merch GGEA. And do y'all even know what that is? That was a company under Infinite. And what they did was they would the idea was it was like an academy program. So we had a League of Legends team, we had a Counter-Strike team, we had three Call of Duty teams in World War II paying salaries to all these people. And then this guy walks in with a jumpsuit on. And I was like, bro, I don't have budget, because I was like doing basically what Roger's doing now. I don't have budget to get big mouse pads. Like big mouse pads. And you have a full jumpsuit on of a company that I know is losing $100,000 a month.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm just like, what are you gonna do? Sell it? Who's going to buy
It's so crazy because like, no matter what, and like, I guess you could kind of relate this to the FaZe situation, even though I don't know what's going on internally.
Yeah.
But like, bro, you can go to school. You could do what? You can be a fucking doctor. Regardless, I've been doing this. I'm first gen of this shit.
Yeah.
I know this like the back of my hand. Like you can be a merch guy. You can do all that. That's great. And I can never know. But I know how to, motherfucker, I'm going to know how to sell it to the people that watch us better than you. 100%. I know exactly what you have to do to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you can't go, like, you can learn it not as late as they came in, though. You get what I'm saying? Like, you got to be brought up with this shit. I mean, you got to understand it.
They just had the idea that you could just put Optic on something and that would sell.
And it's just going to fly. Like, bro, what?
Like, we had an Optic League of Legends Academy team. And I was like
the India team, dude was cheating.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh,
we had a Mexico, Optic Mexico.
Like
do y'all remember that? It was a Gears of War team in Mexico.
Remember those little ass rooms we used to record in?
Little rooms.
With little mouse pads.
Tiny office buildings with little
shitty computers, little mouse pads.
Yeah.
The best room we had was the trivia room.
For sure. And we had to
and the meeting room.
The trivia room, we had to borrow the key from the front office. That wasn't our room.
Oh my God. Yo, this is the day I lost full. You remember I forgot what did they have in the back? Remember we went to the back, they had the basketball rim, like a whole bunch of shit back there.
Yeah,
and then they had like the room locked with the merch. Like dude was like coming behind us, like making sure we didn't like overtake shit. Like right then and there.
I kind of remember. I remember you complaining about that, but I don't necessarily remember.
That's what, like mentally quit. I'm like, how dare you?
Yeah. Like
before I say
like making sure we just get like one t-shirt out the box.
It's like
and
me taking
what?
Especially you guys, you're probably thinking me taking one of those hoodies is gonna sell 100 of those hoodies the second people see it. So like, why are you like you want
hoarding the gear?
You want the $60 for that hoodie to sell more than you want me to promote it? Being the person who
they just wanted people to know they work for Optic, like period. That's just the way, like bro, like this is people, like some people are just bots, bro. Like, period.
Literally.
Like you can't like bro, like what are you scared I'm robbing a company I've been here for 7 years? Like I've been here for 5 to 7 years. Motherfucker, I will go in here and take this and then push you out the way. but real shit though. The only reason why I never ever once like got amped up or said certain way because I know I'm gonna piss Hex off doing that. Like if I were to spaz on someone like that, Hex is gonna.
That's what I did.
Hex is gonna come to me. He's not gonna like. I'm gonna have to take the fall for that.
I spazzed on someone and
really,
and it caused an issue between me and Hex. It was the only time me and Hex ever fought.
Oh yeah, I already know.
Like it was like they had fired me as the video or as the content lead, and so I was just a content creator. So I told everybody, I made it like a around the bar video and I told everyone like, yo, like they took my camera. I'm not doing this anymore.
That's crazy.
And I was like, you know, I got, let go from that job. And then that one went crazy, like 100K views. And then Hector was like, cause
was that like all the fans against Infinite?
I had a problem with the Infinite people, but Hector kind of wanted to keep that family feel when we moved down here. So he didn't really like tell anybody like, yo, I'm not the one that's making all these decisions. Like he wanted to still be the face and like still go through it like how we've always done. Yeah. So when I made that video, I didn't drop names, which I wish I would have, but I didn't want to drop names. But I was basically talking about the top two people.
Yeah.
And everyone thought that I was talking about Hex. And so Hex was like, yo, like now I got 50,000 people thinking that I fired you, and I was just like, all right, like and then I had to do everything to make it right, but also like it was just a weird time because I can't imagine being Hex in that. I mean, he'll never say it. Like he had to have been going through it.
Fuck yeah.
I mean, everybody.
Bro, I think Hex was lost for a little bit.
Yeah, because I think he had the idea that like it's sold to people I trust.
Yeah.
Like I can chill for a little bit.
You gotta.
I work this damn hard.
Like you gotta think about what Hex went through moving, bro. He moved
Everyone.
everybody out
Everybody.
here. Everybody.
Us, him,
His
his
family.
family, his whole
Had to
family.
get houses.
His family's
for,
family.
Like,
Getting
Yes, bro, like-
getting families for his entire or
Fuck.
getting houses for
Houses.
his entire family. And the thing is like what people don't know is like Hex is like low key about all that. He doesn't talk about it
he don't brag
publicly.
about none of that.
He doesn't even talk about it to us.
We probably just spilled the beans.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he said it.
Yeah, like
He
at
did
some
an
point,
eavesdrop
but,
with Jude. There's no way he didn't say it, but like that. I mean, when the way that people are back and forth with when it comes to Hex, just because he's such a extravagant person, like he's all like extroverted, but like the way that he like takes care of us, like it's not even close to what he does for his family.
If I got locked up, I'd call Hex.
100%.
There's just like there's certain
100%.
there's certain
What do you
scenarios
call Hex?
in life that
Have you? Never mind. I don't want to blow up your spot.
wait, what?
When you were going through all your shit, have you talked about that or no?
What that Hex?
That Hex put you up?
Yeah, that Hex
Oh,
put
you
me in it.
You did. You have told me
Yeah,
that?
I mean it's been mentioned.
Yeah.
I don't know
And
if
that
I was
wasn't-
like,
I mean, that wasn't fucking cheap.
yeah.
And he did it
Yeah.
out of his own pocket. It's just like, that's my boy.
Yeah.
We're going to get him
He
back.
shouldn't have done that though. We could have worked it out through insurance or something.
But
Because
he didn't
I
even-
paid for rehab my own self through insurance, and it wasn't damn near that expensive. But no, Hex fucking, he just saw, I guess, something needed to be done. Saw one of his boys going through it. So he reached out. He literally texted me one day randomly and just said, like, let me help.
Yeah.
And it was like, you know, it was one of another night where I'm just
Yeah,
like,
Hex is that
fuck,
guy.
bro. When I just fucking, when I get that text, I'm like, I just have to like sit on it for a minute. And I think I've responded just saying like, all right, I'm ready. I'm ready. Because I was like, I literally was ready. And like, the proof is in the pudding. Like, because I was literally just fucking ready and over it.
Dude, the day when we went to go find him, like, where was he doing?
You and Mike?
And everyone
Dude,
was
I can't-
fucking-
I don't-
Why
I
the
didn't-
fuck was everyone keeping it? Why didn't you just, like, bro, I'm thinking you're like, what the fuck happened? Like, did they have a fight last night? She ended up catching a body? Was he up there dead?
Dude.
Like, I'm thinking, like, why is it
Oh
being
my
so
God, I
secretive?
forgot about
Because
that.
I'm not talking. I wasn't even. It's not like we weren't on speaking terms, but it was just like I fucking
No, you
disappeared.
tried to go do a quick little 2 months alone. and then
No,
hop back
quick.
up.
No,
But
I
we caught your
texted-
It was
ass.
like 9 days.
But
When
we
I
caught you in
texted
the
you,
midst of it.
when I texted you and
Yeah,
saw the
but-
green bubble, it was over. I was like, we got to go. The
Ye-
green bubble?
Oh,
But
the
I
green
hadn't
bubble,
talked
that's
to
not
you-
good.
That's not good. That
I-
means his
I would,
phone
like,
is off,
maybe
his
talk
phone is
to-
dead. Like,
I would maybe talk to one of y'all through a text or something once every like
bro, you didn't text me
2
for
to 4 weeks.
You didn't text me for 4 months.
exactly.
I would
So
be
I'm
texting
thinking,
bros,
like-
Yeah, I remember all my texts. To you
I'm
were just
thinking
blue.
no
They were
one's.
just all blue.
I'm thinking I don't text anyone anyway. No one like I'm gonna be able to go
That's-
here.
that's-
My plan was go here for a week, detox safely, figure out some shit, then come home. And like within 3 days in, I call
You
my
called.
I
all
called
that
my
shit?
ex, and then I think this is how it went. 3 days in, or like 3-4 days in or something. I think I get my first phone call, and it's crazy the timing. They let me get my first phone call, and then it's fucking basically jail. And then I call my ex. She answers, and she's like, "Hey, Hex and Bose are right here." Like literally at that time, you like pulled up to my apartment complex. You're like, "Bose and Hex are here. They're asking where you're at." And then like some. And then like she's like, "Here, Hex wants to talk to you." And I'm like, "Think about
Dude,
this." I'm
I
like,
can't
I
imagine.
think I pick up the phone to just call Linda and be like, "Hey, I'm doing all right."
Yeah.
But I call and it's just like Bose and Hex are here. They're pissed.
I would have just been like,
They're and I'm like sitting there, and I think like the therapist is
Just
sitting
about to
right here.
throw up
I'm just like,
everywhere.
what the fuck is
just start
happening?
vomiting on her.
You're shaking. Yeah, bro. that's
And then
not
Hex
good.
is like, he just said like, hello, and I was just like, yo. He was like, you good? I'm just like, I'm fine. It's like, god damn, or fucking, I don't know, like
Yeah,
cussing
yeah.
a little bit or something. And then I think he just gave the phone back to Linda.
Yeah.
Or I was like, I'm in rehab, man. And then he was like, fucking. It just like gives the phone back to Linda. And I was just like, oh my God.
Well, he was pissed. He like snapped on her. Like not snapped, but like got mad because she like lied like about it. Like
I mean, which I did tell her to.
Yeah, you told her not to say
I was like,
anything.
don't tell anyone about this. Say I went home. Or like I'm visiting family home or something.
Yeah, she
if
did.
someone
And I think I texted your mom.
True.
Yeah, and then they
texted
reached
your
out to
mom.
I guess I didn't really think this whole thing.
No, I think I
didn't
texted
think
his
this
mom
whole thing.
and said, yo, is he home? And she said, no, I haven't heard
and
from
then
him.
my mom.
She said, no, I haven't heard from him, and I'm very worried.
Oh,
and I was like,
that.
yo, it's time.
She did say that.
Green bubbles, mom worried.
She did say that.
Yeah.
I remember that.
But in my head, I wasn't talking to you guys. Like, I think I can disappear for a week and come back.
Yeah,
but this is like, I don't know why. One of you texted me randomly. Then you text me again, no answer. Then Hitch texts me like green bubble. So it's just like bad timing to not.
Yeah.
Because there's been plenty of weeks where I didn't speak to any of y'all. And I just figured I'd like get away with it. I told Linda if someone asked, just say I'm like going home and like visiting family, then yeah, all that shit. And yeah, that phone call. I mean, everything went fine, I guess.
Yeah, it worked out.
Sort of worked out. See, that was the first rehab.
Yeah.
And then I got home from
well, it was
that.
basically like a detox, you said, right?
Well, yeah, it's like 9 days, I think I was there.
And then you went to the real job.
Kind of, I mean, it was the same thing. You know, I could have stayed there for 30
and then
days.
you went to prison.
Kinda.
You're in a halfway house.
But yeah, rehab there. That was my first rehab of that year. Then I came home. I broke up with my ex after like a month or something. I was just like so annoyed for some reason, and I just broke up. And right when we broke up is when I just started. I was like, I can do whatever I want.
Yeah, it was a dangerous
and then just
place.
went crazy with
Dangerous place to
anything.
be.
And then I was awake for the rest of the year. And then I don't know what got us fucking into that, or why we started talking about
Why
that.
are we talking about that?
Just you going. Wait, what?
I don't know.
You
how the
guys
hell it
going over?
started.
I don't know.
But I've talked about this enough.
Yeah.
Fucking, but it was because this was like all of our, I guess, sort of our shit times in life.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We were
and
I mean, no. Yeah, bro. I mean, we all kind of went through some kind of like open
for sure. And the worst
phase,
part is like none of us really knew. Like every once in a while, I'd be like, "Yo, I hope Bose is good," because
dude,
I
you
see
actually
him
want to know a crazy
like
story?
once every
one day?
3 months.
You want to know a crazy ass story? So one day, like, I'm just like, I think it was like I was probably arguing with my girl. Like, this was just like I was just going through so much. Like, I wanted to play COD. I wasn't on a team. I was just going through like living on my own. I'm bored. Like, I don't really have much. Like, I got shit, but like I'm not living like with nobody. We don't really talk. I'm on my own, like having my own little life. And then one day I'm just like, bro, I just like started going fucking nuts. Like this 1 week, I literally like, I'm almost positive I was about like one wrong decision from losing my mind. Like I'm not trolling. Like bro, it was like 1 a.m. I'm not like drunk or anything, but like I'm driving. I'm just so mad. Like I got tears in my eyes and shit. Like I'm just like tweaking, bro.
Just mad.
Cutting people off, like just driving crazy, like tweaking. And I just randomly stopped and you know where the Sports Authority is? I was living downtown, but I drove up. But you know where the Sports Authority is in Plano by our old house off the tollway, like where the Kroger is and Wingstop and shit. I like parked in that lot at like 3 a.m. and was just like sitting there just thinking like it was more so like fuck, like is all these like I was thinking the whole time like fuck, like are these sacrifices worth everything I'm going through?
So at what point does RNL come up?
RNL came when RNL was still going on, or I'm talking about this was after RNL came.
Oh really?
Yeah, like,
really? Wow.
Well, no, when I was living with you guys in the house, like I was fine. Like I was just got into the relationship. Like everything was going good. But once I moved to that first apartment, my first apartment out here, or my second one, I guess, is like during the end of that is when I started going like shit. And then downtown too, I went crazy.
Why do you think that happens though? Because it's like someone would look, obviously think of it from a bot NPC fan brain. Like you got everything.
So fucked, yeah. It sounds so fucked, but I think I blame it on like I got into a relationship. Like like I didn't take my time with the relationship. Like we started talking, I immediately liked her, and then like I just threw my all to it. So I invested everything, like
I did that.
my emotions, everything into it. So
then it went away. Then you went crazy.
Anything that went wrong, like if we argued or anything, my day was fucked.
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
Like my day basically like reflected on hers. Like
yeah.
And that was just like a bad like. But I think that happened because like emotionally, like me trusting people, just like it tightened me up. Like I'm now no one could breach that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm too like I need to go through that. I had to.
I kind of think about that with like my first girlfriend. I mean, I don't know if this is what you're talking about, but like my first girlfriend, like when we broke up, and then I know she's like hanging out with other dudes, fucking doing whatever she's doing with other dudes. That used to fuck with me hard. Like
that was still hitting you in the scuff.
I'm gonna keep it a bean. I'm gonna keep it all the way real. That's what like was also a part of my like going crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, that happens
like
with every. It happens with every guy
post
until
no location. I'm telling you, don't do it.
I think that happens with every guy. It's that.
Do not do that because I'm coming.
That's the worst fucking part. But I think I've gotten good with that. My last 2 relationships, it's like we break up, and it's like I know. I know not to keep texting her. I know what's happening. I know this is the real world we live in.
Yeah.
I'm kind of doing the same thing as well, or at least trying to. It's fucking hard out here. But like I'm kind of sort of doing the same thing, but it's just like at that point, it's just like almost like we're all adults at this fucking point.
Sure.
And I'm no longer gonna be following you and checking your shit and liking your shit and occasionally texting. Like it's dead.
The first one.
When I break up, it's over with. We'll probably never speak again.
Yep. Yeah, I mean that's I think that's what happens when you get older. Because
it's like you understand it.
Whenever my first girlfriend broke up, well, my only real like huge relationship prior to Alexis was when she broke up with me, dog. It was like it took like 2 years. Like it really took a lot. It took a long fucking time for me to like finally like get over. Like, and this is me living in the scuff house too.
Yeah.
Like so, like I'm partying for the first time in my life. I'm talking to people. I'm seeing more people are coming up to me at events. I'm signing autographs for the first time in my life. But still in the back of my mind, I'm just like, I'm like, but she could come here though. Like she could come to Chicago, but like she's like a doctor and shit now. She's married, but like. So she like went on her own path, and I think that was when she learned like just drop it and go, and like I wasn't like that.
That's my best advice to anyone is you don't have to block them because like blocking shows this like some emotional side. I mean, you can. But I say just mute them, never see them again. Don't even their friends mute their friends. Like don't see them popping up, and over time it's just like fuck it. Now I genuinely don't give a fuck. Like if they could become porn stars, like I wouldn't.
Same. I wouldn't give a fuck,
and
I really wouldn't.
But I'm also like, with one exception, I'm pretty like civil with my exes. So like I want the best.
Like if she randomly hit me up, like yo, like I really need.
I feel the same way.
Like I need you to help me. I would do it.
Yeah,
I honestly would.
I feel the same way.
I wouldn't do that, but
I would.
Try to help in other ways.
5 bands, you mean $5, right? 500.
Like
I got
you know,
$15.
I got you.
$15. I can give you Chipotle
I got a 20
with guac.
Yeah.
But I'm saying like life or death, like dire situation.
For sure.
But like, yeah, I mean,
I don't got nothing against any of them, but it's just the easiest and best advice. I feel like I could give someone is just like mute them, never text them again, don't link up with them again. You gotta pretend the shit is
so hard.
I pretend they die.
It's hard.
Same.
I mean, you almost have to like literally
because
in your
really they did die.
In your emotional life, they died.
Yeah.
Like, do they exist anymore if you don't acknowledge them?
Right.
Nah.
And you can't like I've tried.
She's dead.
I've tried to be like friends like right after. It's not. It's like not possible. It's just not possible. In my opinion. I mean, maybe some people would, like parting amicably. Like,
man,
it's
I can't
different.
Believe it.
Is what?
Like, I was botted. I almost got turned. Like, I went from good guy to I was slowly turning into NPC.
Like, not you almost got botted.
It was close, bro. Like I always used to say, like when we'd argue and shit, I'd be like, like when I calm down and shit, I'm like, bro, I would be like, motherfucker, you're making me forget who I am.
Dude,
like I know who I am.
What's
like,
crazy is I've
it's
never
me,
argued.
bro. This is Bose. Like, why the fuck am I going through this?
Right.
Like,
you
know what I'm saying,
bro?
Like,
I feel like I've never really argued. I kind of like
I was in a feral relationship at one point. Like it was like I'd come home and like we're ripping each other's like valuables apart and yelling at each other.
Damn.
And like I'm
See,
calling Brandon like damn near crying, like really bad. Like it was really
that's
bad.
crazy. That's I've never been a
and
part
that's
of
and that.
anything
But
like
the thing is like since I went through that, like I was the guy that like we lived an hour apart, and so at one point like she was like, "Nah, like I'm not talking to you the rest of the night," and so I drove from my college to her college an hour away, and I was texting her like, "I'm here, I'm outside," and she wasn't acknowledging it. And so I'm just like freaking out in the parking lot an hour away from my home. And I'm just like, do I sleep in the car? Like at one point I punched my windshield because I was so mad, and the windshield broke from the inside. It's completely snapped. And I had to, my mom's probably going to hear this, but I had to lie to my mom and tell me a rock hit my window. Yeah. Like I was really, really in a bad spot.
Bro, yeah. That's the bad thing about that kind of shit is like I caught myself doing that one time, like driving. And I was like, yo, I'm on the way, straight up. Like, I'm not going through this text and shit. Like, you're not going to keep calling me and ruining my, like, as soon as it calms down, you're not going to ruin my today or tomorrow.
Right.
I'm going to go to you right now. We'll just figure it out. Yeah. So I go. That happens. Like, all bad shit happened. I'm flying back home, 120. I get pulled over. I get a ticket. And now I'm even more
That's rock bottom.
Like,
that sounds like rock bottom. Yeah.
At that point, I'm like,
it starts raining.
At that point, I'm like so enraged.
You're so mad that tears are coming out.
I didn't even talk to the cop. Yeah, I didn't even talk to him. I'm like,
yeah, that's crazy. Yeah,
I didn't give a fuck.
But I mean, I'm glad that I got that out of my system, because literally never been like that since. Like for the last 10 years, I've never. I've gotten mad like 4 times ever over the last, and I used to be mad all the time. It's just, I don't know. I feel like it's for my situation, it was part of being young. I don't know if it's like for everybody. Maybe it's just like part of like first love, or you get gaslit.
I was
like
also getting gaslit. Relationship before that. So like, but I was young in that relationship, so I don't really know. But like, yeah, the last one though was like, it, like I know, like, bro, if you're not gonna like, I'm 27 now. I'm not dating to fucking fuck around.
Yeah, just
like we're
date.
not fucking around.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you're not like, if you're gonna be my girlfriend, like we got to take this serious, or you could just be someone I'm gonna text and just, you know what I'm saying? Like it's either one or the other, bro. Like you know, because once you get that title, bro, that's when like your emotions and all the bullshit get attached. And like, how you not like, my job is to play the game, motherfucker. You not. Why don't you want me on the game? That makes no sense to me. I can't get it. You know what I'm saying? Like for real, but yeah.
I like where I'm at right now. Like she tells me she's proud of me and shit.
Hell yeah.
Like that's good.
Wait, speaking of, let's do a little update. How is the fitness journey? Just for a little update for the podcast.
This is, what is this, day 23?
Yeah.
I mean, same fucking shit, same grind. Woke up today, hit legs, then did 35 minutes of incline cardio, then did like stretching for 10-15 minutes and sauna for 50 minutes. Like I'm there for fucking damn near 3 hours.
I told myself minimum.
Every day.
I'm gonna go to the watch party.
Yep.
I'm gonna do what I gotta do. Then I'm gonna go film some Pine Park stuff.
Yep.
When I get back, bro, even if it's because I get up early, sometimes I'm up at 6.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just hit the machine for like 30. I'm gonna order a sweatsuit on Amazon and just, or whatever the hell it's called, sweatsuit.
With the bag.
Yeah.
The bag shit.
Yeah. And I'm gonna just at least try to start at like 30 minutes a day.
I mean, you don't even need that.
And stuff.
Just,
I need it.
I mean, like the bag and stuff.
I mean, I want it though. I need to sweat it out.
Just to like know this shit's working.
Yeah. So did you walk to work today?
Yeah. You did?
Did you walk to work?
No.
I mean,
I was streaming right before this, so I had to drive here.
Yeah, I walked to work today.
So on a better note, besides all of your...
You walked to work.
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
Yeah,
I forgot. No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
You walked from Frisco to here. No, you fucking didn't. Wait, did you really though? Because I might believe you. Wait, bro, you were walking since 1 p.m.?
1 p.m.
1 a.m.
It's 30 miles.
Oh, yeah.
I woke up
that's
at
a
4
15-hour
a.m.
walk.
I woke up at 3 a.m. and started walking at 4.
No, you didn't.
Just to
What'd
prove
see on the
you
way?
that I could walk. I could walk.
This is why he asked about my update. He didn't give a fuck.
I didn't
He
give a
just knew
fuck.
it would come to this where he used to share this.
Give a fuck.
That's actually insane.
Wait, let me
Look at the top bar. Read that out for me.
top 31 miles, 10 hours and 50 minutes.
Dude,
What was it like? Like any music?
I listened to like 2 podcasts.
Where did
and
you
some
walk?
music.
Like on just the side of the free
I
tollway?
literally put in Apple Maps like from Frisco to to downtown, and then put it on walk and just walked. Like
Were you on the tollway at one
I was
point?
like on the side, like the side streets of the highway.
Dude, I could have did that for a video.
Yeah, that's what I did. I did it for a video.
Did you?
You want to see my pinky toe?
Yeah, I actually
No.
did.
It's the crit
I don't
dog.
know.
It's a blister,
Damn, that's crazy.
bro. It's a blister. Literally, the whole reason I did it is to
6,200
say,
calories.
is to say, yo, Nick, did you walk to work?
That took almost 11 hours.
Holy
What the
shit.
fuck?
Bro,
I
Here,
mean,
watch-
there's
look at
got to
this
be
shit.
some kind of like.
look at this shit. That is my. You see that?
Oh my god!
The whole pinky toe.
Wait.
Oh
The
my
whole
God, it's
pinky toe is a blister.
His toe's like This toe is like up
Pinky toe.
sideways.
Oh my god!
Dog, I'm telling you, it was the hardest thing I've ever done. The hardest thing I've ever
How
done. in my life.
how often did you think about quitting?
So like the premise of the video is like I complete a marathon without training. Like that's the video.
Wait, that's part of it?
That's what I'm doing.
Uh,
So like it just like 26.2 miles, and then I put in the how long it is, and it's like 28 miles. I was like, oh shit, I could just walk to downtown. Ow! So I did that, but so the hardest part was when I finished the marathon, 26.2, and I looked at my watch and I was like, yeah, do it. And then I checked my phone because it goes to AAC, and I still have 4.2 miles left. And I was
when
like,
you got here?
yeah, when I finished the marathon, so I finished 26.2 miles, and I still had 4 more miles because it was 30 miles away. It was like time wasn't moving. So I've been trying not to limp since, as I didn't want you to be like, why are you limping? But like I can't. You're gonna have to speak in the mic, but like right here,
Hips, dude.
I mean,
He can't feel
I bet
that.
you when you put on those slides, it was the best feeling ever.
dude. I walked to Roger's house. And
Yeah,
took
you
a
probably
shower.
did not prepare yourself with like the feet and the socks.
No, and I did. I had really nice shoes, really nice socks. I packed like 2 sandwiches and like 4 bottles of water.
That is fucking.
I wore that backpack the whole way here, dude. I'm toast tomorrow. I'm toast.
You're gonna see like a
Damn,
baby.
I am impressed. Those are the things I like. That's what I like to see.
All right, so
Because-
now you walked to the headquarters.
No,
Oh.
I drove here.
That's a walk,
Dude, it was
dude.
bro.
Most
at
I've
one
ever
point-
walked was 4 miles, I think, and it was with Pamaj.
Really?
I think so. And dude,
4 miles is no
that was a
joke,
walk.
bro. At one
That was a
point,
walk.
it was crazy to see like how often like I knew where we were. The sun came up, or I knew where I was. The sun came up at the. Did you guys do the hockey shoot?
Yeah.
The sun came up while I was walking past that hockey place. And then like 2 hours later, I'm walking past Abel's where Abel cuts hair. Like it was insane.
Jesus.
It was
that's a
insane.
fucking hype.
Wait, when did you start walking?
4 a.m.
So, and then by
so-
what time were you by Abel's?
You were like, I got a
Bro,
fly
like-
cast at 3. Let me start walking at.
That's why I pushed the flycast today, because it was supposed to be at 10 a.m. And I was like, yo, can we do it at like 3? What time was this?
Yeah, no, I'm not on that right now, but I got my workout and cardio in.
Dude.
Oh,
I
so I
gotta
passed
get
Abel's.
that.
I passed Abel's at 9 a.m. And that's
Wow.
5 hours deep.
You know what I'm shouldn't. But there's a shot you can get every week that the Kardashians use. and it like stimulates your appetite, and so you just lose body fat rapidly. And if you just start hitting weights, you get a cheat code with the butt shot that the Kim Kardashians use. Do a little bit of cardio, eat clean, dude. You would fucking shred down quick.
What's the shot called? Well, don't give him the sauce out yet.
Yeah, I won't give him the sauce.
Is it over $1,000 per shot, or is it like $250?
I don't know.
I ain't got no.
No, it's not that. It's not going to be like anything that crazy expensive.
Oh, okay.
I was wondering.
I thought about doing it, but I was like, am I cheating for this video?
Yes, that would be cheating.
I definitely don't need to do it. I don't need to do steroids.
No.
I wouldn't even feel good doing it if, like, to do steroids. Like, yes, it'll help me get the results I want quicker, but like it just then I would get there and be like,
no, I don't do steroids.
Just not it. Like it's gonna be such a good feeling when I finally get there.
Sure.
Like I was like imagining. I think it was like when I was in the sauna or fucking working out today. I was like imagining this being my last workout and how I'm gonna feel and how I'm gonna cry on camera and like all this other shit.
Dude,
of just like accomplishing this hard ass fucking goal for me.
Yeah, that was me when I got to Roger's house.
Crying
Yeah.
and shit.
I was like, dog.
Wait, so you did the marathon? You swam?
No, just the marathon. Or just 30 miles today.
So you just did 30 miles
yeah,
today.
just 30 miles.
When you were walking up to Roger's house, you were so happy.
Dog, I'm limping to Roger's house.
And what's the
like,
goal?
Waddling.
What's the goal? Or like the video?
To
Doing
prank.
a marathon without training?
Yeah, but also like to prank you is the premise of the video.
Oh.
So get pranked, idiot.
I mean, you got me. That fucking pinky toe got me.
Yeah.
So it's
Oh.
this is just the video? Like that the video is
completing
just
completing a marathon without training is the video, but in the
Okay.
video I'm gonna be like, this is my friend Nick. He's always brags about walking to work, so I decided to one up and walk to work too. Except I
Damn,
live 30
that's
miles
good.
away.
I gotta start writing shit down.
Keep
Or
a
you
notebook.
give me ideas and let me do them. But
Okay.
Just steal
that
your
is a
idea.
that's a good
You walk to the hex
Yeah,
quarters.
now you walk to Exporters.
I challenge you to walk
Yeah.
30 mi- no,
Hey,
don't do
that's
it.
a good series.
Dead ass don't do it.
That's a good series.
Matt, you want to do it?
I would fucking do it.
The walk? He said fuck no.
What time are we at? You guys are good. Kind of wanted to talk about Rich and Lonely. What's it
Yeah,
like
let's hit-
being the
let's hit 'em.
richest, the second richest person in Optic now? Scump, you, then Hex.
No, I'm not. And
The drop went well.
yeah.
I fucking course it did. I fucking knew this
I
drop.
mean,
I-
it's Scump. He gave me the extra.
Yeah.
Like
Arnold's dope,
Scump
man.
put me in the position right now. That's the thing. He doesn't have to either. That's the thing. He can do that with anybody.
Yeah.
So
That's,
you got to tip your hat to the kid.
that's facts.
He
He
can
could
literally do that with anybody.
yeah.
Anybody he wants. He says, "I like you. You come."
Yeah.
And
Whenever I was
he-
talking about it when the watch party started popping, I was like, so where's up from here?
Yeah, that's
like,
what
he was
people-
like, I want everyone in here on the podcast.
bro.
And it's like he could get anyone. Like he could
Yep.
hit up Tim the Tap Man, he could
Yep.
hit up all these
a
people.
celebrity, you name
Right.
it. He can get anybody, bro. That's why I was like,
Scump is a real one.
yeah, like I mean, well, yeah, the drop went good. Like I said, I appreciate everyone's support on it. Obviously, you know, if it was just
Drop was
me,
dope.
it would have did good. But like, you know,
Yeah.
There's levels to
obviously
this.
being with literally like so like obviously Scum propelled it. But yeah, like even like I got to give a shout out to Scump for real for having me on the watch party. I mean, he has the co-stream. He's
Yep.
doing a merch collab with me.
Mhm.
Like so, I got to give a big shout out to Seth.
Maybe we'll
for
get
real.
Scump here next week.
Maybe.
Is he available?
No.
I know
man,
he's
is
no.
that Scump?
Is he ever fucking available?
Nah, he'll probably do
come.
it. He'll
Yeah.
probably do it. It needs to be.
I
a
think he'd
special
be
episode,
down. It
though.
just has to, whatever time, I'll make it work. Or I'm down for whatever time.
Yeah,
Whatever
same. Oh,
time
same.
Scumpy needs.
I'll go to his house.
Yeah.
But it's always
I'm down
like
for
you know,
that.
like I was
That
thinking all the time,
might
like,
make it better.
Yeah,
Go to his fucking mansion.
yeah.
But
yeah.
so Arnell, like whenever you started it, was that like I'm not really like playing anymore because I don't like
It was more of like
Yeah,
a
you
thing,
had some
like,
balls
again,
starting
like,
that.
fuck, like bro, like
nobody else did it.
yeah, like I needed to do something. Like
Yeah.
so my big thing with merch was always how the fuck am I gonna make embos on a shirt? It's too hard.
Yeah.
I need to come up with like an actual line. So bro, literally one day I'm in the backyard smoking with Aaron. We're just like, I need to come up with some shit, man. I think I don't know if I said it or he said it, like Rich and Lonely, but Aaron came out with the logo, which was the name is who, you know.
Aaron came up with vision
Aaron
too.
came up with he has like,
he's got that creative.
Yes, that you like. I can never be on his level with that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, and Aaron too. He kills it. I mean Aaron and Bosco. Without them, shit. I mean Bosco. He understands like the business aspect of things. Handles all the production, all that. Just like number crunching and just like business knowledge. I could pretty much ask him anything. And I have Aaron. That's gonna. You know,
drop dope shit.
Yeah, one text. Yo, Aaron, we need it. I'm working on it.
Yo, I locked in Seth. He's like,
I'll bring the people. I'll get the collabs.
Yeah.
We're all a team. That's where it comes together.
Sure,
you know what I'm saying?
It's crazy how much it popped. How good it was doing when it wasn't even. Like, obviously, you do a collab with someone like Scump, it's gonna pop. You do a collab with someone like Zenny. He has a good following. Like, it's gonna do
It'll
well.
Be like half of Scump's, maybe a little lower.
Damn.
I know. I'm just.
I was gonna say like maybe an 8th or
yeah, probably
20th, maybe.
It's not, bro. At the end of the day, we all know this shit. It's not hard. It's hard as fuck to sell things to people.
It is.
Like, period.
People wonder why you.
If you have core supporters, it's a little different. It's like core supporters. I mean, people that fuck with you, not because you're on Optic. People that fuck with you. It's gonna be a little easier. But like, bro, that shit is hard. Like, hard meaning. Okay, you'll have a drop in January. The next month, if you drop it again, it's probably not going to do good, bro. People got to get paid. Like, there's a process behind this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, yeah, I mean, at first we were dropping too much and just, like, I was just hyped to do it. But now, like, we're starting to understand the process. And really, like I said, I depend on Aaron and Bosco. They have the vision. Like, I'm not... If I see something I don't like, I'll say it. Yeah. But, like, sometimes I'll be like, yo, Aaron, why don't we switch this to this? He'll be like, why would I put black text on a black hoodie? And I'm like, oops. You know what I'm saying? Like, my fault. That's a dumb question. Like, but like,
I get that.
So I need them too. Like, they're a super big help. But like, yeah, this was definitely the biggest drop I've ever been a part of. Scump said him too. So
damn.
Fuck. Like I said, I appreciate Scump.
Are we gonna get any?
Yes, man. What do you want? What? Dig into it.
Just bring a box here.
Right,
I think I'll need an XL.
I think the next drop is probably like a Flycast drop.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, let's do it. Let's just plan it right now. Yeah. Like, you want to do it?
The Flycast needs to drop. Yes.
All right.
And we would.
Because we don't drop like individual stuff. Like, I drop TST stuff. He drops BTH stuff, but
he doesn't drop BTH stuff. He just.
I do what drop a year.
Yeah.
That's what my spring drops coming up. I know you guys want to do something.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
We should do like a Flycast one.
Rich and Lonely Flycast.
I think, and this will be like, this ain't some shit that you can just regularly get. Might be a once in a lifetime opportunity.
Yes.
So if you fuck with the Flycast, you gotta fuck, and you definitely fuck with Rich and Lonely. You're gonna have to cop.
You have to. If you bought one of Seth's, you have to buy one of these.
Yeah.
Is that how it works?
I'm expecting matching. I'm expecting matching sale numbers when it comes to our shit. Well, fuck. I guess that's gonna do it for the Flycast episode
71.
71. God, man, it goes so slow.
They do.
We've been doing this
a long time.
We've been doing this forever, and we're only on 71. Damn. Well, thank you guys so much for watching, Bose. Thanks for joining, man.
Thank you,
We're glad you made it. We know Paige didn't remind you. I just fucking...
You know, on the sheet it says 10, but in text it says 3.
Yeah. Sorry, I had to push that because I was walking 30 miles.
Yeah, and that. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. Matt Craig, play the outro music.